Most stories about love begin with something ordinary. A glance, a smile, an awkward hi. Mine didn't. Mine began in a place where people don't belong. A place where the air stops moving and shadows forget to follow their owners. I saw her before I ever met her in real life. I was 27, exhausted from night shifts and surviving on 4 hours of sleep. Hallucinations weren't new to me, or so I thought. But what I saw that night wasn't exhaustion. I was cutting through the old park on my way home. Clouds hung unnaturally still, like someone had pressed pause on the sky. Then she appeared. A tall thin silhouette among the trees. Long hair. Black clothing. No visible face, only a pale halo of dim light outlining her shape. She wasn't touching the ground. I froze. Hey. I called. She turned her head, slowly, too smoothly. And in that moment I knew. She wasn't human. Her eyes were black. Not dark, not brown, not shadowed. Black like holes punched through the world. But I didn't feel fear. I felt familiarity. As if I had seen her somewhere before. In a dream. In a memory. In another life. She spoke softly. Ethan. It took you long enough. My heart stopped. How do you know my name? She tilted her head. I knew it long before you became it. Then the world around us froze. Wind stopped. Leaves hung still. Light dimmed. She raised one hand, thin, pale, almost luminous, and touched my cheek. You will see me again, she whispered. But then I'll be different. Earthly. Human. And you won't realize I'm me. Before I could speak. She dissolved. Not vanished. Not disappeared. She dissolved, like black smoke swallowed by the night. And the world resumed. The next day, in broad daylight, I saw her again. Standing near a cafe. In a black dress. Holding a latte. Looking perfectly human. Her eyes weren't black anymore. They were soft gray. She walked straight toward me. Ethan Gray, right? You dropped your wallet. My wallet was in her hand. But I was sure my pocket had been closed. Do we know each other? I asked. Not yet, she smiled. But we will. She hesitated. Then. My name is Ava. And I wasn't supposed to find you. I was sent. Sent by who? Her expression darkened. By the place you would call heaven. Though that place no longer deserves a name. Not after what happened. She stepped closer. Ethan. I came to warn you. They are coming for you too. We sat in a small cafe. People typed on laptops, laughed, scrolled through feeds. Ava looked like any ordinary girl. But her eyes. They weren't just gray. There was depth in them that didn't belong to this world. You're saying you're a fallen angel, I said. I was an angel, she corrected. Now I'm edited. Edited? That's your word for rewritten out of the script. We were storytellers, guardian angels, as you call us. But we weren't guardians. We were editors. We made sure you never escaped the life written for you. So what happened? One day, a life refused to end. A child who begged, silently, for another chance. A child? She nodded. You. The world tilted. I died. You were supposed to. She touched the thin white scar on her wrist. But I refused the deletion command. I pressed edit instead of END. For that, they burned me out of heaven. She told me the truth in a whisper. You survived because I broke the rules. Before I could respond, people outside the cafe began to move strangely, slow, blurred, like puppets whose strings were tangled. Ava stood up sharply. They're coming. Who? Those who never fell. The white ones. We stepped outside. The world beyond the glass was wrong. People walked like drawings smudged with water. Faces were blurred, hollow. Every sound was muted. They're rewriting reality around us, Ava said. Their way of isolating the glitch. You. Why me? Because you were supposed to die. And because I changed that. We entered an old office building. The elevator door opened automatically. You sure this is safe? I asked. It's not remotely safe, she said. But staying is worse. The elevator ascended. Lights flickered. In the mirror, Ava's wings appeared. Black. Burned. Massive. In the real world, her back was still bare. Why do I see them? Because your script is unraveling. The elevator dinged. We reached the roof. A storm gathered above us, thick and silent. Ava whispered. They're here. Then I saw them. Descending on invisible stairs from the sky. White humanoid figures, faceless, glowing from within, wings like blades of polished bone. One hovered over us. Its voice wasn't sound. It was pressure inside my skull. Identity, Ethan Gray. Status, glitch. Correction required. Ava stepped between us. He is not yours. You altered a line without permission. He begged for life. Irrelevant. And then it reached for me. The world shattered like glass. And suddenly, I was observing a hospital room from above. A small child, me, lay on a table. Flatline. Doctors panicking. A mother screaming. Ava stood beside the table, unseen. Before her hovered a glowing panel with my life sequence. 2 choices. END. Edit. A voice behind her, cold, emotionless. Terminate the line. The child's hand twitched. Barely. A whisper. Please, don't. Ava froze. Then said softly. No. She pressed edit. Light burned her wings black. And I lived. I snapped back onto the rooftop. Ava screamed. Black feathers burst around her. The white angel reached for me. And something inside my mind snapped awake. Time crawled. I felt 3 paths calling me. Let them erase me. Become nothing. Become corrected. Run. Hide between worlds, never fully human again. Become like Ava. Not angel. Not demon. Something impossible. Ava shouted. Ethan, look at me. Only me. Her eyes were neither black nor gray. They flickered between both. Choose, she said. I choose. My voice shook. I choose to be mine. The white figures froze. Statement, NON compliant. I'm not your glitch, I said. I'm what she chose. Your script is broken. Ava reached out. Take my hand. I did. The world exploded. I woke on the floor of my apartment. Burned shirt. Ash on my hands. A single large black feather beside me. In the mirror, my eyes flickered dark for a split second. Behind me, Ava appeared for an instant, reflected, but not present. You're half in, half out now, her voice whispered. Welcome to the in-between. What happens next? We help people like you. People whose lives were rewritten. People who never got to choose. And the white ones? They'll come again. They always do. Her voice softened. But now, you're not just a mistake. A pause. You're a threat. The black feather trembled on the table. Outside, night swallowed the street. Somewhere in the shadow between worlds, an angel with burned wings smiled. And the story did not end. Not even close.